ये बैच है, ये एक सुपर 100 बैच है. These are the important hiccups which aspirants face, because of which they are unable to clear the prelims exam. How will you identify these 500 topics? Through PYQ analysis. How much time you need to devote on each subject depends on the weightage of that subject. What are the 6 dimensions that you need to look into while preparing? आप कितने भी बड़े ज्ञानी बन जाओ, अगर आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं कर रहे हो तो आप सही प्रिपेयर नहीं कर रहे हो. मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूं कि सही डायरेक्शन देना, दैट्स माय रिस्पांसिबिलिटी, एंड इफ यू इंप्लीमेंट दैट, आई एम गिविंग यू अ assured guarantee you will clear prelims. Hello everyone, I am Sajal Singh, the academic director of Sarrthi IAS offline and the head of the Prelims Compass program. So there are less than 4 months that are left for the prelims exam, and now is a time when most of the aspirants will be shifting their preparation from the mains mode towards the prelims mode. And based on my experience of mentoring thousands of aspirants, I have found out that these are the important hiccups which aspirants face, because of which they are unable to clear the prelims exam. First is focusing too much on a particular subject. So I will first discuss the problems, and I will discuss also how the prelims compass program will be resolving these issues. So first issue is focusing too much on a particular subject while neglecting others. This is a major problem that the aspirants face, is that they tend to love 2 or 3 subjects, and what they do is that they somehow focus too much on those subjects. But you see that how much time you need to devote on each subject depends on the weightage of that subject, right? And whether you can solve the questions from your from that subjects if you prepare it well. That is what we call a smart strategy, right? And for this we have a feature where we have fixed topic wise schedule, where based on the importance of the subject, the number of tests are designed, the number of sessions are designed. Because polity deserves 10 tests, but let's say science and tech does not deserve more than 5 tests, because the weightage of polity is much higher than science and tech, right? So that's how it is designed, that the more important the subject is, the more number of tests and the more number of discussions. Second important, ignoring the PYQs. See, the idea is that unlike mains, prelims does not have a predefined syllabus. It's very important. Like in mains you have a predefined syllabus, in prelims the syllabus is very undefined, and aspirants make this mistake that they read everything under the sun. But I can tell you this fact, that based on the experience of my mentoring, that there are 500 topics that you need to focus upon, and if you can prepare those 500 themes well, you will clear prelims. So it's very important. How will you identify these 500 topics? Through PYQ analysis, and that is a major area of the emphasis of this program, because the questions are designed in a way that reflect the PYQ analysis, which means those areas from which UPSC has been asking questions more, we have reflected the same themes in our test. Similarly, before the start of every subject, I do strategy session, and in this strategy session, I exactly tell you how to prepare the subject, what has worked with 450 of my students who have got ranks, right? So which means sources to refer, which themes to refer, and within those themes, which dimensions you need to focus upon, which dimensions you need to exactly focus upon. For example, if we are reading national movement or revolts, what are the 6 dimensions that you need to look into while preparing, plus how to make notes, right? How to do an PYQ analysis. Everything with respect to that subject will be taught in that strategy sessions. Once you go through that strategy session, you are ready to start your preparation and start your testing of that subject. This is my guarantee to you, that after, if you implement whatever I say in these strategy sessions, you will be clearing prelims, right? The third issue is focusing on knowledge part without learning application. That's another area that aspirants tend to delay the testing part, the application part. You are reading throughout the year, but the whole idea is that you are reading, it's fine, but whether whatever you are reading, you are able to replicate that through solving questions or not. That's the main thing. आप कितने भी बड़े ज्ञानी बन जाओ, अगर आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं कर रहे हो तो आप सही प्रिपेयर नहीं कर रहे हो, आपको उस सब्जेक्ट की नॉलेज नहीं है, ठीक है ना. सो एप्लीकेशन पार्ट में दो चीजें होती. पहली चीज कि आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर पा रहे हो. सेकेंडली, क्या आप लॉजिक लगा पा रहे हो, आर यू एबल टू लॉजिकली सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन. सो बोथ दीज टू थिंग्स वी विल टीच in this course. For example, we will be, so there are these tests, every second day you have a test, 50 question test, और टेस्ट में मैं आपके साथ रहूंगा. I'll be giving you the time कि 45 seconds, 1 minute आपको क्वेश्चन करना होगा मेरे सामने क्लास में बैठ के. And after every test I do a discussion of those questions. ठीक है ना. तो प्रॉपर आपको 2 घंटे एवरी अल्टरनेट डेज आप जो है आ सकते हैं, और आफ्टर द डिस्कशन यू कैन ऑल्सो मीट मी. ठीक है, तो मेरी जिम्मेदारी होगी आप, क्योंकि ये जो बैच है ये एक सुपर 100 बैच है. अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. Unlike online programs where you have thousands of students, this program has limited seat, 100 seats, because that's the capacity that we have. 100 seats, 100 top students, serious students मेरे को चाहिए. वो 100 students जो implement कर सकते हैं जो मैं बोल रहा हूं. अगर आप उन 100 स्टूडेंट्स में, अगर आपको लगता है कि आप अगले 4 महीने मेहनत कर सकते हैं, मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूं कि सही डायरेक्शन देना मेरा, दैट्स माय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. एंड इफ यू इंप्लीमेंट दैट, आई एम गिविंग यू अश्योर्ड गारंटी यू विल क्लियर प्रीलिम्स. ठीक है ना. तो ये थ्रू दिस टेस्टिंग आप जो है यू विल बी एबल टू अप्लाई द नॉलेज जो आप पूरे साल भर रीड कर रहे हो. Fourth major problem is with respect to not able to identify the specific gap. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप MCQs, you are solving MCQs, but you're not able to understand the exact gap. ठीक है, why I am not scoring high, why I am committing so many mistakes, why are so many of my answers incorrect. This is another major focus area of this program. Through the report card system, that every test के बाद fill करो incorrect क्यों हो रहे हैं. 6 gaps I have emphasized: knowledge gap, awareness gap, X factor gap, revision gap, factual gap, silly mistake gap. Right? Through these gaps you will actually understand कि हाँ मेरे क्वेश्चन इस गैप की वजह से रॉन्ग हो रहे हैं. एंड देन मी एंड माय मेंटरशिप टीम इज देयर टू हेल्प यू रेक्टिफाई द गैप. Every 1 month you will have an assured one-to-one gap rectification session with our mentors, right? And along with that, if you perform well, because यहाँ पे जो आपका 6th point है कि lack of guidance and mentorship and lack of good peer group, this problem is also solved by this program. Why? Because out of the top 100 students, जो serious 100 students, and I can tell you, batch 1 में the students were very serious. जो भी 100 serious students है, उनमें से जो top 25 रहेंगे, उनको हम Excel batch में रखेंगे. And me and my team will intensively mentor those candidates for next 3.5-4 months. और ये top 25 आपकी ranking के बेस पे आएंगे. Every second day ranking आएगी आपकी. And I'll announce the people who are improving. That's how you will be in a company of serious aspirants, serious peer group, and also that competitive spirit will be there that I want to top this test. Because if you are in the first 25, you will be part of the Excel group, right? So that is another very important feature of this program, and that is also will solve this problem of lack of good peer group. Guidance and mentorship is something, it's something which I believe that I don't believe in subjective mentorship. I need to have facts. ये आपके gaps हैं, And that's how your gaps should be like. That is what I have been doing for last 7-8 years. And it is because of this objective mentorship, 450 plus of my students have got ranks over last 8 years. Right? Then not having good notes. That's also an important thing. Not having good notes. तो notes कैसे बनाने हैं? Every strategy session पे I will tell you, mentorship session में also I'll tell you. See, idea is that अगर आपके पास notes नहीं होंगे तो आप प्री से एक दिन पहले जो आपने पूरे साल भर रीड किया है, how will you revise that? Because you cannot go back to Lakshmikant. You cannot go back to Spectrum. You need to have those one-pager short notes to go through that once before appearing for prelims so that you can recollect whatever you have read over the year. Right? So for that, it's very important that you need to have good notes. And therefore, वो notes कैसे बनाने हम आपको बताएंगे. And if you are part of of the Compass Plus program, we will also provide you proper notes, short notes. With respect to knowledge also, if we see, we have also lectures, recorded lectures of all the subjects from prelims point of view, and it is recorded by Dr. Shevin, it is recorded by Mudit Gupta sir, it is recorded by Pallavi ma'am, Kaval sir, plus current affairs lectures from pre point of view of Mudit Jain sir. So all these knowledge part will be provided to you. So मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि knowledge आपको इन lectures से मिलेगी, इन notes से मिलेगी, application कैसे करना है वो मैं सिखाऊंगा. So complete course है that can help you clear the prelims exam. Lack of consistency and motivation, that's also very important thing. So यहाँ पे the good part is that since I'll be there every day or every second day with you, plus if you don't give test, you will not be part of the Excel group. Excel group is the top 25 students that we select. तो ये कहीं ना कहीं एक motivation रहेगा कि भाई you have to give tests, because if you don't give the test, you will not be part of that group. So I have seen that many of the students in batch 1, they are being consistent because they want to be part of the Excel batch. ठीक है? Then not following a timetable. So इसके लिए we have this thing कि we have a timetable. We have a timetable टेस्ट का, उस टाइप से आप अपने आप को प्रिपेयर करो कि if you are giving 15 days to polity, you have to finish polity in 15 days. If you are giving 10 days to history, you have to finish that in 10 days. Because if you don't have timetable, you somehow you became what we call as inconsistent, you become reluctant. आप सोचो छोड़ो यार हो जाएगा, अभी तो बहुत टाइम है. टाइम रहता है that will always keep you on toes. It will always keep you on toes, right? So ultimately these are the things that we are solving. अब इसमें features क्या हैं? तो टेस्ट है, स्टडी सेशंस तो है ही, टेस्ट सीरीज है, प्रॉपर 12 फुल लेंथ टेस्ट हैं एवरी सब्जेक्ट के, फिर बाकी भी FLTs हैं. देन उसके बाद जो 300 आवर्स ऑफ रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स हैं, एज आई वाज एम्फसाइजिंग, बाय आवर टॉप फैकल्टीज. देन इसमें आपके जो हैं करंट अफेयर्स कवरेज है प्री पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, मुदित सर के रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स हैं. देन वी ऑल्सो हैव द वीकली टेस्ट डिस्कशन. देन वी ऑल्सो हैव मेंटरशिप, group mentorship by IAS IPS officers, most of them my students who have scored very high in prelims, and they will be doing a session, group session twice every month. Then you have a personalized report card, I was emphasizing. Then one-on-one mentorship, तो 30 days में एक बार तो है ही आपकी one-on-one mentorship gap rectification की, but if you are part of the Excel batch, you will have more frequent mentorship. Then smart hacks or guesswork. So intelligent guessing is also important. You can add 10 to 15 marks based on intelligent guessing. So uske bhi 3 exclusive lectures and I'll take. Then Excel batch I have already told you. So these are the important features that we have of the program, right? Now the idea is that what you need to do is, since I have said that there are just 100 seats and I think half of them is already filled, so you need to register and book your seats in the form that is given in the comment box, description box, or you can even contact us on this number, and based on that we will allocate you the seat, because once 100 seats are filled, then we'll close the batch. ठीक है? So I am giving you an assurance that if you are willing to go that extra mile, I am willing to give 2 miles extra with you, right? So that's all we have in this session, and see you on 12th February. Thank you.